to our Innovation Leaders series. I'm Marisa Kopek, the CEO of Lux, and here we highlight innovation leaders that we work with who are doing amazing things so you can learn from the pros. So with that, I would love to introduce Phil Clark from Neurion. Phil, welcome.
Hi, Marisa. Nice to be with you.
All right, let's talk about aspiring leaders. So folks who someday want to have your job. What would be the sage advice you'd give them in terms of folks who eventually want to do what you're doing?
I think you have to engage externally. So for me, I do that a few different ways, including Lux. So the executive membership that you brought into the company, I think is a great way for people to engage. And that's not just because we're meeting. Okay. I really think it's a great way to engage. And it's a relatively easy way for people to engage. The other ways that I am personally doing are through external councils. So there's a number of examples. Conference Board has councils that I think are excellent. And then you have Vistage that are generally for smaller companies, perhaps. But anything that gets you on boards and in councils working with other companies. And companies should be different from you because these are generally not competitive. You don't want to be having competitive discussions, right? But there's a lot that can be gained. I'm on councils where Target, FedEx, AARP, Kimberly-Clark, there's a number, and these are fantastic leaders that you can then collaborate with. So, for example, I saw at the Lux Forum that you had in Chicago maybe 6 months ago,
Yeah.
that kind of flying by, but you had Clorox there, you had Land O'Lakes. These are great ways for you to collaborate with similar functions in other companies. And what's really been amazing for me in the last 5 or so years that I've been doing this is how collaborative people are and how
Right.
we're all struggling with, some of the questions that you've asked. We all struggle with those. And we come from different environments and people want to share and they want to collaborate. That to me is critical. And I get, especially in my field, that people can be introverts and you think, well, how am I going to go do that? That's why I think Lux can be really useful because that's a non-threatening way to quickly get access to connections with other leaders. So Naveen and other people at Lux have introduced me to people I didn't know. I never would have met certain people from Clorox or Land O'Lakes without the Lux Forum,
Right.
which was useful. And that's building up your network. Really important to have an external network when you're a change agent, because this is generally where you need to be getting out of the four walls that you may be in order to continue to be inspired and come up with different perspectives and different approaches.